what's up, everybody? I wanted to take a minute to kind of reach out this week. One, to say that another close friend of mine, Matt Thomas, is going to be on for episode 4. He's got a great story, as I hope the last 2 have been for you guys. Please tune in and download and do what you can. But one side note, I made a couple posts lately, as you guys can see. This Drink Armor Sweet Coaster set here, right? So I've partnered with Drink Armor, and if you click my link and use my code, I get a percentage of the sale, and that's going to go straight to the podcast, making it better and help support this, and hopefully we can reach more people once we get some kind of capital or something going on. I don't know. Anyway, but one thing I wanted to point out, and those of you follow me on social media, today it was cold in Indiana. We got snow yesterday, and today it was like 22 degrees or 23 degrees this morning. When I got to work, I was going to go run before I had to go to a meeting, and it was cold and it was windy, and I didn't want to do it. And randomly, my wife sends me a text, and it's a picture from her daily Bible study she's doing, and it says, "For the moment, all discipline seems painful, but later it yields the fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it." I got that at the moment that I was at my weakest, and I was about to not lace up my shoes and go. So, I think Jocko Willink says it best: discipline equals freedom. Stay disciplined. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's pretty miserable. But do it because you're going to feel better afterwards. After I did my run, I felt fantastic. But I did take some other notes. That was just a side note. I took some other notes this week, and it seemed to really fit with kind of everything going on. I recently went on a trip to El Paso, Texas for a couple weeks, and it was the first time I went down there for what I was doing, and I didn't know what to pack. So I thought, man, I need this, I need that, I know all this stuff, right? And I'm taking a big travel suitcase. I took a duffel bag, and then I took, my gym bag so I could get up to the gym while I was out there. And over the 2 weeks, I never even got into this big, giant travel suitcase that I had. And I was like, man, this was such a pain in the butt to haul around for no reason. So it led me to, and it fit perfectly with some of the notes that I took down, is, we're all carrying burdens that we don't need, right? For me, it was that suitcase. For others, it could be anything. Again, on my notes, it says, the weight of bitterness or jealous of others could be your burden. And I tell everybody, like, you don't compare yourself to anybody else. Compare you to you. Your journey started different from theirs. So they may be on mile 5 of their journey, and you might be on mile 2. So don't compare your journey to theirs. And then we also carry the weight of insecurities. And there was, went through a couple different ones here. Maybe body image is your burden you carry, your insecurity. They quoted Katy Perry and Sandra Bullock. I'll paraphrase, but they were both, or are to this day, they say they are, insecure about the way they looked. This is coming from, a superstar singer and a fantastic actress, probably one of the greatest actors of our time, and they're insecure about the way they look. So, I don't think you need to worry about it. If they're worried about it, I'm sure you're fine, right? So stop carrying that insecurity. Like, you are who you are. You're beautiful in the exact way you're supposed to be. Another one was kids, and it kind of talked about, man, did I do enough for my kids? Did I play ball with my kids enough? Did I study with them enough? Had I helped read, every night, read 2 books to them or something? Would they have been better? It's like, you are doing the best that you can, right? If you can walk away saying, I did the best I can with my kid, it is what it is, right? Don't think that there's more you can do if there's not, right? Do what you can. Give everything you can to your kids. And, kind of where they end up in life is kind of where they end up. You can't determine that for them. You can only give them tools to be successful. You can't make them use them, right? Sometimes, with social media being the way it is, we always are worried about what others will think of us. And I'm going to tell you, other people's opinions don't matter. They absolutely don't matter. There's only one person in this world that is responsible for making you happy, and that is you. Will Smith actually said that when he was talking about him and his relationship with his wife. Is if you can't make yourself happy, there's no way anybody else is ever going to make you happy. So make yourself happy, and that's all that matters. No one else's opinion matters. No one else's thoughts matter, right? It's what you think of yourself. Going through these notes, some of the stuff I hit, but you are exactly where you are at in life because of a purpose. So don't think that you're stuck in some rut or you're stuck in some weird spot. You're not where you want to be. You are where you're supposed to be at for a purpose. Maybe it's to learn a life lesson. Maybe it's to learn valuable skills for later on in life. Maybe you're in a spot that there's someone else that needs you to be there for them, right? So you're in a spot where you are serving a purpose. You may not see it right now, but there is a purpose in what you're doing and where you're at right now. So stop looking to escape your life. Grab a hold of it, look around you, and find out who it is that you're supposed to be helping. Maybe you're supposed to be helping yourself. Learn that lesson. Maybe you're enrolled in a college course and it sucks. Well, guess what? That college course is going to pay off. Maybe there's someone around you that's struggling with something that you've struggled with before. That's who you're there to help, right? So stop trying to escape where you're at and figure out what your purpose is at this point in time in your life. I want to keep this motivational one short, so I'll kind of sum it up. But you are who you are meant to be. You are where you are meant to be, right? So I started off with talking about all the extra baggage. Drop it all. I've said it before. If it's not something within your control, don't worry about it because you can't do anything about it. You can worry about all this other crap and there's nothing you can affect with it, right? If it's something within your control, if you can make a change to it, then by all means worry about it and affect change. If there's nothing you can change about it, then who cares? It's going to be the way it is no matter what you do and how much you worry about it. So let it go. Let that baggage go, right? Take that worry off your shoulders. I wrote down here, and I was talking about kind of like my military career. I think every position that I was ever in, I wasn't ready. I wasn't responsible enough, and I had no idea what I was doing, right? But my main goal was like I didn't care about me. All I wanted to do was make those around me better and to serve them as best as I could. And somehow it always worked out, right? And that kind of ties back to what I was saying. You are where you're at for a purpose. Find out what it is or how it is that you can serve others. Make those people better, make their lives better. And I promise you, it will work out and things will be exactly how you imagine them. All right. Well, so again, trying to keep it short. Two quick things. Be the amazing person who you are and help the people in your circle that need you to light their path. So again, thanks for tuning in. I hope there was something in there that somebody can take away that was useful. Again, Q&As, please send us your questions. There was a little technical issue with our last Q&A, so we're going to go and redo it. But be looking for episode 4 Sunday with Matt Thomas. Look for Q&A coming up, and please keep getting in your questions. So anyway, like I always say, go to the gym.